Here I've been asked to solve this logarithmic equation. Notice that unlike the examples that we've seen before, every single term contains a log. If that's the case, what you want to do is get a single log on the left-hand side and a single log on the right-hand side, and then you will solve by setting the arguments equal. In this case, notice that on the left we have the sum of two logs. We know that we can rewrite those as the single log and then take the product of their two arguments. So log base 3 of x times x plus 1. The right-hand side I can just leave as it is. So the idea here is if you have the same log on the left and the same log on the right, then the only way that these two equations could be equal, or these two sides could be equal, is if the arguments are equal. So in the next step, simply drop the logs and then set the two arguments equal. Once you've done that, go ahead and do any algebra you can do. So in this case, multiply through the x's. So we'd have x squared plus x equals 2. Because this is a quadratic equation, subtract the 2 over so that you can get 0 on one side. And then let's see if we can factor. So we need x and x. Factors of negative 2 that would add to positive 1 would be positive 2 and negative 1. Set both of these factors equal to 0. And that would result in x equals negative 2 and x equals positive 1. Now anytime we're solving a logarithmic equation, we need to check our answers to make sure that they make the arguments of our original problem positive. Well, one of our arguments was x. Another argument was x plus 1. And then on the right-hand side, we had an argument that was just 2. We don't have to worry about the argument of just 2 because it doesn't have a variable with it. If we plug the negative 2 into this first logarithm, we see that that would make the argument negative. And so we cannot use that as a result. We need to scratch it out. If we take the 1 and substitute it in, it would result in a positive value there and a positive value here. So x equals 1 would be the correct answer.